Bimini back. Well, it's been back for a few days. It's a work of art, I might say. It's pretty impressive. Max has done an awesome job on it. Now I've got to paint it and make good of his work. So it's a little breezy today. It's going to drop off in about another hour or so. So I've started to etch it. I'm going to etch it again this morning. I've got some hydrochloric acid there. I'll etch it with, then I'll go over it with some wax and grease remover, and hopefully that'll be enough to etch it well. I've sanded it. I went down to 240 paper. So hopefully I'm going to use the Jotten HP high build primer on it, 3 coats, and I think that'll cover anything that I've missed. Just give you a show around it. That's how he joins it. I'm not going to paint in between. I'm going to just seal that with Sika. So I think I'll get a better bond that way and a bit more strength. Some beautiful welds on it, as would be when you've got a true professional working on it. He used to be a fabricator, and now he's living up our way and doing stuff in between his job he's working at the moment. But yeah, it's an impressive piece of kit. I don't know how many hours he spent on it, but I probably reckon I got a better deal than he did, just quietly, and it looks awesome on the boat. So it's going to be painted white, basically, because that's the only colour I've got. I can't paint it the same colour as the boat because I bastardised the colour, and I've got no real way of matching the colour up. So white it is, but I think that'll still look good. Yeah, it's joined beautiful. It'll bolt onto the gunnels, which I'm going to strengthen all the gunnels. The pads go onto the dash, and I'm going to strengthen the dash underneath because it fits a little skew width on the Caribbeans. They're not quite flat under there, so I've got to build it up to make it fit, and then it'll be super strong. And then down the sides, I'm going to lay up a heap more of glass down the sides and underneath the gunnel as well to strengthen up the angle here, so it doesn't get any flex. Well, to limit the flex. I don't think you'll ever get it out completely. And there's such a big gunnel on the Caribbean. It'd take quite a lot of glassing up to get it super strong. But I don't know how many layers, 4 or 5 layers, maybe 450 chop strand down it, and then I might put a gusset in the centre, a wooden gusset, which will go down to the floor. And when I rebuild the floor and build the floor up, well, that'll just encompass it in the floor. So yeah, it shouldn't look too bad. So I spent all day yesterday sanding it. Doesn't look like it though, does it? But I did. There's a lot to sand and a lot to miss. So anyway, hopefully I can do it justice by getting a good coat of paint on it. But yeah, pretty impressive. Alright, I'll get some undercoat on. First coat of undercoat on. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, looks good. So yeah, first coat on. Missed a few spots, as you do. It's bloody hard painting round surfaces, but all in all, first coat, just a light spray, little bits here that I missed, but I'm just going to have to go over it 3 or 4 times, I think, to make sure I get everything. But yeah, it's starting to come up. There's a few pops, like here, little pinholes, which I'll have to fill here. I did notice a couple others around the other side here. Oh yeah, these ones here, so I'll have to fill them. But I was going to go around and try and fill everything before I even painted it, but to be perfectly honest, it's pretty hard to see stuff until you put the paint on. Then things start to pop. Another one here, another one up here, another little one there. So there's a few bits and pieces, but a lot of the scratches I found are starting to fill. So these little nicks in that here, I don't know if you can see that, but those little nicks there, they're starting to fill already. So I reckon with 4 coats, I should just about get most of it with a bit of luck. Looks a bit ugly there, but anyway, by the time the canopy goes on it, you probably won't see that. A little bit here, but yeah, all in all, I missed a bit behind the rod holders though, I see. So I'll have to be a bit more onto it. A mate turned up as I was spraying, so I got sort of caught halfway in between. But anyway, we'll soldier on, and I'll let you see it after I've put about 4 coats on. Righto, this morning, let's give it 3 or 4 coats of jute and high build on it, sanded it back a heap of times, fixed a few little bits and pieces on it. But today's the day, so I've just wet everything down. I know there's a few leaves and that's still on the ground, but I've wet all that down. Sometimes it's better to leave those, try and blow it away, because then it just gets completely covered in dust. So I've wet it all down and mixed up the paints. They've been sitting for their 15 minutes. So we're using the Northane. I find this stuff goes down pretty well. It's nice to paint, does a pretty good job. Made in Australia, not that that probably means anything to anyone, but yeah, so I'm going to go with the minigun first, just my little gun here, and I'll go into my nice gun, my De Villiers later, because I've got to get all these little, excuse me, all these little pockets, all these bits and pieces here, and here and here, and inside here and there, and inside here, and all these little bits. So it's just easy to get in with the minigun than try and get the big gun in there. So I'll do all those first, give them 3 coats, and then, yeah, hopefully in a couple of hours it'll be all painted. Well, that's 1 coat with the big gun on, and all the small bits like under here and all these angles I have to do the little gun. I did 3 coats on those. Actually haven't come up too bad. It's not the best gun, it's only a cheapie. I think it was like $110 or something, but I'll use it for everything. Missed a spot here to repair, but well, I just couldn't get them all. It's amazing how stuff stands out when you put a bit of shine on it. But the hardest part about doing this is remembering where you've been and where you haven't been. It's you can't stop, you just got to stay in your little process. So I generally start at the front, start up here, and then doing all underneath, coming back this way, underneath, 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 and then go back to the front again, do all the sides, do the sides, 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 these sides, then come out, then do these sides, both sides, and then start on the top, doing the top as far in as I can reach, and then come back and do the rod holders last. But yeah, all in all, it's not looking too bad. Starting to take a bit of shine in spots where I've put on a bit heavier, but I haven't gone on very heavy with it. With the last coat, as you can see, it's still a bit dusty. I don't know if you can make that out. I probably even missed a spot there, but look at it. Oh no, I didn't. Now I've got a dirty finger mark on there. That was stupid of me. But yeah, not too bad. All right, I'll keep going. I've got another couple of coats to go. Let's see how she looks. Righto. Painted the Bimini, or the hard top, or whatever you want to call it, the other day. So she's come up pretty nice. It's shining. That's lovely. That Nor glass, if you get it on right, it does go on quite good. There's a couple of spots here where I've missed a little, so I don't know whether I'll polish those or not. I'll see. But for the most part, I've got pretty much all of it pretty damn good, because when you spray with the round, it goes over it. So and up here, as I've said 100 times before, when it's hot, it doesn't get a chance to settle back into the paint that well. But so just on the tops of those, it's just a little ridgy. But man, I'll tell you, you got to be a bit picky. This has come up beautiful where we hang on to, but no, I reckon it's come up pretty damn good. I've just got the local guy. He's coming round on Thursday to come and measure up and put the soft top on it. Probably go black, I think, and he does a zipper idea where the zippers go under, and they zip it here, 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 and here, and then a couple in the centres to stop it to flap. And I think he'll probably cut it down the guts here to get that so that curves beautifully, because that's a curve coming onto a straight. So I think he'll have to nip that together and take a bit out so that pulls in tight. But no, I think she's going to look really nice. Yeah, paint come up bloody tremendous, but it's a pain in the arse, this thing. It's in the way. We want to get rid of it and get it on the boat so it's out of my driveway. But yeah, no, there you go. That's what it looks like after, it was about 3.5, 4 coats, I suppose, by the time I went round everything with a little mini gun and and finished it off with a big gun. And I used a 1.3 tip because I could get away with that this time because it wasn't too hot. I think I only painted in, it was about 35, I think it was 35 degrees, something like that. It wasn't too bad. Righto, there you go.